Morning! Hope you're doing really well. In case it's not obvious by how very happy I am, I don't have COVID anymore. So today I am going to head out for my first my first ride at all since I got COVID. I don't know if you saw the previous video that I did, but I didn't have particularly severe symptoms, but my coach put the fear of God into me about contracting long COVID if I just didn't stop training entirely and totally and utterly rest up. So although I was very disappointed, I told you guys when I noticed that he had basically scrapped all of my training plans and said that I could only do 15 minutes a day at like 100 watts. I did listen to his advice and also your advice. I had quite a lot of messages from people saying that, you know, long COVID is no joke, not that I ever thought it was, but that they'd returned to exercise too quickly post-COVID and had really lived to regret it because it had delayed their full recovery, basically, longer than is necessary. So, to cut a long story short, I'm losing track of what I've just said here, hope you're not. To cut a long story short, I cut out any training, any riding. I just totally and utterly rested for near enough the 10 days that I was meant to rest. I did slightly mess up because I did a couple of Zwift training rides at the beginning of my COVID period before I realised that I really shouldn't. But pretty much I've stuck to the rest of the advice to the T. So this week I'm allowed to do some very gentle short rides, and if I follow this advice properly, then by the time we get to next week, I'll be back into real training, although not back into kind of the peak of the sort of training that I do in terms of hours and intensity, but certainly I can follow a structured training plan and feel like I'm making some progress. Today I'm meeting up with Laura. We are going to go for a coffee ride. I've told her that I need to keep things really easy, and she is perfectly fine with that. We just want to have a catch up, and as you guys know, if you followed these vlogs for a while, the way that Laura and I catch up is by going for a ride or a swim or camping. So, breathe. I'm talking at 100 miles an hour because I'm just so excited about riding, and also, of course, I'm late. So I need to quickly pump up the tyres on my flat bar gravel bike kind of thing and put a chain on it. In 2021, there was quite a shortage of parts. Well, there kind of still is. So even getting hold of chains and stuff like that became quite difficult. So I took the 12-speed chain off this to put on my other gravel bike. So I've now got a new one, I'm going to put that on and get this bike rocking, and then I'm going to head off and meet Laura for a ride. Yay! Oh, where's the quick link? Oh God! Bugger. Right, I'm going to go and find another one, hopefully. If not, I'll ride another bike because, of course, I'm late. Got one. It's just this little thing here. Can you see that? This little thing. So putting this on is a very easy way of doing up and then undoing your chain. So I'm going to pop this on. One bit on each side, obviously. Get the right bits. Never a good idea to do all this stuff in a hurry, but that is my default way of operating. Now, I do have a little tool that you can use for installing the quick link, but I don't have it with me. Another way of doing it is, if you've got pedals on, which I don't, then you just sort of pedal forwards really hard and it pulls the chain quick link apart and snaps it into place. Gonna quickly stick some pedals on. I've got these DMR Versa pedals, so one side is just like a flat platform pedal. Other side is a SPD sort of clip thing, so they're pretty versatile. Of course, it's the Allen key I can't find. Let's go. Freedom never tasted so sweet. Well, Laura and I were just laughing because I'm meant to be making a video. We're basically nearly at the cafe, but we haven't seen each other in ages. I'm having so much fun catching up and also planning more adventures. The next one that we're thinking of doing is, last year we wanted to do this kind of what's the name for it? There's probably some catchy name, isn't there, Laura?
Cycling UK.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
some Cycling UK challenge where you camp out one night a month for 12 months. It's called 12 nights of...
In a year?
Yeah. There's some catchy name, I can't remember it. Anyway.
That's how catchy it is.
Yeah, clearly not that catchy. We wanted to do it last year, but we were properly locked down last January, so that put the kibosh on that. But this year, as long as I don't get COVID again, we might be able to do it. So we're thinking of camping out somewhere next week. So that might be fun. But other than that, we are nearly at the cafe. So, oh gosh, I'm such a space cadet. We're nearly at the cafe. Yay! So this is Cafe 360. I've probably shown you this on my vlogs before, but it's a bike cafe. You can take your bike in. They do bike fitting and stuff like that, and they also have nice cakes, vegan cakes too. I should do a cake review. No, you should do a cake review.
Not me.
Anyway, as you can see, I'm very overexcited. Let's go in. Yay, cake time!
I'm happy.
Well,
It's really good.
what? That is the worst review. It's really good.
Wow. Okay. So this is very lemony.
Yeah. Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
And this is super fruity in the middle. Bit tart, balanced with the sweetness of the yogurt.
I've gone for homemade apple and almond. I will now make myself look very silly by eating cake whilst filming myself. I have no shame, literally no shame. I'm not sure actually. I think I need to eat more of it. I feel slightly mean doing cake reviews because like, I don't really know what I'm talking about. I just know what I like. But anyway, it's meant to be apple and almond cake. Maybe one piece of apple. I said to Laura that it was a little damp. She said it's apple cake, it's meant to be damp. But then there wasn't really any apple, so I feel like it was unnecessarily damp because if there's no apple, why is it so damp? Anyway, it was cake. I like cake, so not really complaining. But you know, you wanted an honest review, and there you go. Wow, I've got a whole 1.44 kilometres. I did actually forget to press record at the start of this ride, but that has one benefit, which is I won't get told off by my coach for riding for too long, because I'm really not going to be doing very much today. I think 15 minutes, but I thought that riding very gently with Laura would have a very positive effect on my mood, and that is linked to your overall health. So even though I'm riding for more than 15 minutes, it's not a bad thing, right? What have we done? Ooh, a mere 8.3 kilometres. Very short but sweet one today. So the plan for the rest of the week is to gradually build up the time that I'm working out and not really doing any intensity at all, just building up the duration. And then next week should be able to start doing a bit more intensity, pushing a little bit harder, that kind of thing. I think anyway. I actually need to go into my training plan and see what Train Sharp have put on there for me for next week, but yeah, can't wait to get cracking with that. It's also my birthday at the weekend, so that's going to be awesome fun. So very glad I don't have COVID for my birthday, so I'll definitely be riding a bike and going to the pub and eating cake, all the things I like doing on any day of the year, but more so on my birthday, so that'll be good. But yeah, that's it. We're nearly back at the car. Job done. Went for a ride, had fun, saw Laura. Always a good day. See you later. you.